Ladies and gentlemen, around the White House, sitting in the shade, one of the Coptic people, we find him after the demonstration. His name is Dr. Zakallama. We welcome you in our program, Coptic Crisis, همومنا القبطية.
Thank you.
Dr. Zak, earlier today there was a demonstration here. Why?
Yeah, of course, the Coptic Christians of Egypt have to send a message to Egypt telling them that we're unhappy about what's going on there, that this Islamic terrorists have to stop, and that justice have to take place, which have not been yet, specifically as to Naga Hammadi killing.
What do you mean by justice? Justice for Naga Hammadi only? Justice for El-Kosh? Justice for Bani Suwaif? Justice for El-Mania? Justice for Damanhur? Justice for the kidnapped girls? What kind of justice do you need?
Actually, the Coptic Christians of Egypt have suffered, I would dare to say, since the beginning of the Islamic invasion at 641 AD up till now, but it had been intensified at the time of Sadat in 1980 forward, and Mubarak, who took place after Sadat was killed, basically followed the same style, except on a secret side, meaning that nothing is declared, nothing is seen, everything has to be unknown. The media do not interfere. The organizations which have to do with civil rights of the people do not have to report that, and therefore Egypt had suffered, or Christians of Egypt has suffered tremendously, specifically from the Islamic Brotherhood, the Islamic terrorists, and who's ever saying, I'm killing by the name of Allah.
Okay, let me address this. Mubarak is here to start the peace processing with the Palestinian people. Do you think that peace processing will take a place and the Palestinian and Jews will live in peace?
I have to express my personal opinion on that one, because I think traditionally, since the Bible and even before Jesus Christ, the Old Testament talks tremendously about the fights between the Palestinians and the Israelis, or basically the Jews. And since Khyber and before that, there was a lot of conflict between the Palestinians and the Jews. Obviously, with the story of David with Gilead, it's clear that there was a big fight since then, and I think it's continuing up to now. In my personal opinion, there will be no peace in the Middle East. Islam cannot live in peace, period.
Okay, let me just wonder, and I need you to explain this to me. Egypt right now, it looks like on a volcano. Egypt now doesn't have any kind of peace. The neighbors live in terror to each other.
That's the irony.
Especially Christian. There is no peace in food. There is no peace in economy. There is no peace in wages. There is no peace in jobs. And Mubarak shamefully coming here to do a peace with another people. Which is better, to do peace in his homeland first, or to do peace with Palestinians?
That's ironic, because while there is no peace or peaceful situation or atmosphere among the Egyptians, with all the factions, he is basically ordered to come here. He's like a servant, come here, he comes there. So he's not really involved in the process of peace. He's just told, or was told by Obama and other people, that he has to be available during the peace process, hopefully, he and the King of Jordan will be able to
you mentioned King Abdullah. I respect King Abdullah, but I have respect for the Egyptian administration. Because King Abdullah, he's the only Muslim king protecting the minorities, the Christian minorities in his land. None of the Arabic or Muslim caliphs or Muslim presidents or Muslim kings protect any Christian in their land. How is your comment on that?
It's very simple. King Abdullah, the son of King Hussein, was raised in England. I think his mother is British. So he have all the Western ideas, Western...
Or you say you can say he has the right principles.
That's what I was going to say. He was raised in a basically evangelist country. He definitely believes in the Christian dogma, believes in the Christian ethics and the values and the virtues. So I would dare to say his education basically, or his seeds, were in a Christian atmosphere, contrary to what Obama had already confessed that the seeds belong to
let me oppose you here. Let me oppose you here. I can say he raised in a freedom atmosphere, not Christian atmosphere, because there is no any kind of technical or teaching Christianity or Christian theology in the school in Europe or here. But you can say he raised in free country, freedom of speech, principle of human rights. That's why he doing that.
Besides that, I agree with all what you said, and I have to add to that, and I've been to England, I've been to France, I've been to all these Western countries. The Christian virtues are prevalent there, meaning that their day-to-day operation in any of these Western countries, even in Stockholm and some other countries in the north, or capitals in the north, which they really don't practice Christianity per se, but generally speaking, the values are there, the virtues are there, and the Christian principles are there, whether they teach Christianity or don't teach Christianity, but that's the way they behave.
Okay, let me take you from this side to the other side. The one who is leading the peace processing is Hussein Obama. I don't want to say Barack Obama anymore. He's real Muslim right now. Let me say Hussein Obama. Do you think that Hussein Obama, the President of the United States, is leading the country on the right way or on the right track?
Of course not, and he knows that. People oppose him every day, people criticize him every day. All the newspaper, the media, and the public in America, they demonstrate against him. They said we made a big mistake by choosing this guy.
Do you think this big mistake will be corrected in 2012?
I think he might not even pass the first term. It's obvious to the American public. They publicly say now on television and in the newspaper that 25% of the American population believe that Barack Hussein Obama is a Muslim.
True.
By religion,
true
by belief, by faith.
Okay.
And I can kind
Let me cut you here.
No,
let me cut you here. President Obama acknowledged to the exterior minister of Egypt, which his name, I don't say whose name, or that's his name, which his name is Abul Ghait. Okay? He told him, he swore to him that he is a Muslim and his father-in-law is a Muslim and he's supporting Islamic agenda. And Abul Ghait said that on Orbit TV.
I would not doubt that, but I haven't personally any personal knowledge of that. But his behavior is clear. You know, getting a Ramadan feast into the White House unhappened before, except at the time.
Fired 350 people and hired 350 people Muslim instead of them?
Probably, and if it's true what is said, that he donated some money to
$300,000.